Okay, I'm sorry. There was something wrong with the OBS. It just crashed. Um, so I started the stream again. Sorry for the confusion. That was very strange. Okay, so I'm sorry, OBS crashed. So I hope it's working now. I just restarted OBS. Sorry for the confusion. I'll try it again. It works fine. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I tried again. Just in the second I switched off the camera, OBS crashed. Okay, back in a few minutes. Okay, here we go again. So, thanks for your patience. Thank you. Happy you're still here. But no. I actually wrote this on my drawing layer. Okay, so we're fine again. Everything works, microphone, great. And whoever's new in the stream, welcome too. Okay, let's keep going. And while I was getting some water, I actually remembered when I started to draw digitally. And you were just saying a couple of minutes ago that you found it hard to draw digitally, to draw precise lines. And I remember when I started, I used Photoshop, and at that time, it was, you weren't able to rotate the page, for example. I think it was, I don't know which version it was, DS something. And I think, you know, this rotation of the page in Photoshop was introduced with CS6 probably. And before, there was the only way to rotate the page was by typing in the angle of rotation, which was super annoying. So you had to draw lines at different angles every time, which you wouldn't do when you draw traditionally. You know, you would rotate your sheet of paper. And I think it made it very difficult to draw on a tablet. So now if you want to draw a line, as you know, every artist has his own way of drawing lines, you know, whether you use your elbow or your hand, you know, to draw shorter lines. But I think the best way is to always draw the same line, like this, and this, and this, you know. But it's very difficult if you can't rotate your page. I think that was a great new tool, or a great feature they introduced. Even though I still don't do it when I stream, because I feel it's kind of annoying if I rotate the page all the time. Oh dear. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. But it shouldn't hold you back. I know lots of artists, great artists. I mean, not in person, but a lot of artists who use pen tablets since decades. Even though they could afford a screen tablet or use it, they still stick with a pen tablet. Yeah, and I think you get used to it. For example, I remember Peng Su, you might know him or his name. And I think he's still using an Intuos 5. So it's just a tool and you get used to it. You think it's healthier to use a pen tablet? There's a guy in here who gets lots of views who's a senior concept artist. Still using a screenless tablet. Yeah. It's really not necessary. Except you find it works better for you. Of course, then there's no reason why you shouldn't get one. But I think it's not necessary. And yeah, in a way, I agree. It's probably healthier. What I always find annoying as well with screen tablets is that your hand heats up. You can wear gloves, of course, but I didn't like it. Yeah, so I'm not missing my Cintiq. And I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro, I think it's called, a big one. So like, maybe, let me see, can you see it? No, the camera is switched off, I'm sorry. Here we go. So this is my old tablet. It's a Wacom, it wasn't super expensive. Yeah, it's like, I guess it's almost A3 size. I used a smaller one before, but I gave it as a gift to a friend, and then I bought this bigger one. And I really like it because you just have more space for longer lines. Yeah, I feel it's more comfortable. And I really love this tablet. It works so fine. The surface is great, and yeah, that's an awesome. Cool. So you mentioning, or you mentioned a guy. So you're saying here on Twitch, senior concept guy. That's interesting. Ah, don't worry. To be honest, I don't spend a lot of time on Twitch except for streaming. But very often when I draw offline, I switch on some videos of artists that I like. Usually longer videos, you know, like hour long or 2 hours or even longer. And then draw while listening. And there are a couple of really good artists and YouTubers. And it's great just to listen to them, you know. Usually channels or guys with, you know, very calm voice and some good music. And they speak slowly, you know. Yeah, that's typically what I listen to while I draw. And it's cool. If you watch a video that is 3 hours long and you draw while listening, and then this video is gone and you realize, wow, you've drawn for 3 hours, which is cool. Well, that was a good decision. Thanks for doing it. So, thank you. Yeah, happy you like it. I did the same a while ago, you know, try to explore some channels here on Twitch, and is a good number of art streamers. And I think some really good artists as well. Yeah, but I think we have some similarities here. You know, I'm looking for relaxed stuff, and I didn't find that many. I'm just trying to see my mood. Shared to my friends. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. Which means I achieved my goal to come up with a chill stream. So, you know, there's no real concept or anything behind this. And to be honest, I didn't even think about it. I just wanted to share what I do, since I do it anyway. And I thought it's why not, you know, draw online. And to me, it's great too, you know. It's not that I have to force myself to draw. I really like to draw. But yeah, sometimes life happens, right? And sometimes you're not in the mood, and you find a lot of reasons why you can't draw. And so at least 2 times a week, I feel the duty kind of to do it, but I really enjoy it. So it doesn't really feel like a duty. And by the way, because a few guys asked me during the last streams a few weeks ago if there was a Discord server. So I just mention it, you know, it's no pressure. But if you like, so I set up a Discord server 2 weeks ago, which is almost, well, set up, so everything works fine. And, well, if you wish, you're welcome to join it. And the idea is just to maybe gather a couple of people together who are interested, you know, to share stuff or help each other, talk, or whatever it is, you know, post their own stuff and get feedback. So it's just the beginning. There are just, you know, a couple of guys that joined the server so far because, yeah, it's just 2 weeks old. Yeah, if you wish. I think in the info section here on Twitch, there's a link to the Discord server, and it takes you directly to the server. So I think it's a continuous invitation, so there's no extra stuff you need. And I will post some of my stuff there as well. The finished pieces from the streams, if I can't finish them online, I do it offline and post them on the Discord server. Yeah, so I hope we bring this server to life. What happened? You said, oops. There is, if you look at the info section here on Twitch on my account, there should be a direct link. There's a, I don't know, a sign saying Discord. And I think if you just hit that button, it takes you directly to the Discord server and you can join it. And you see there are only a few guys there already. So I just started the server. Excellent, you found it. Very cool. Yeah, and very often during the week I'm there or I'm online and And I hope we get a good group together. Maybe do some art challenges. I don't know. So I'm as well open for any idea how to improve the server. So everyone should feel free to make suggestions or invite people. Yes, sure, no pressure. I think no one did. Whoever joined it already, I think no one really introduced himself. So don't worry about it. You already did somehow. So, may I ask you, where do you live in Spain? Barcelona. Wow, that's awesome. Yes, I live in Germany, right? Very close to Cologne, in a smaller town near Cologne. So it's pretty quiet here in this town. As I said, pretty small. But as well, living is not as expensive as in Cologne. You know, like the rent in Cologne is ridiculously high. Yeah, I believe so. So I think it's a good idea to stay outside the big city. And if I wish to go to Cologne or there are many big cities around me, like Düsseldorf, you know, Essen, Duisburg, all the big ones are pretty close. And I'm there in, well, whatever city I choose, it would take me 30 to 40 minutes to go there. So that's pretty good. I've been twice to Berlin. Oh yeah. Yeah, Berlin. Berlin is pretty nice. Of course, you know, it has its advantages and disadvantages, but yeah, I love Berlin too. I've been there quite often and regularly spent a couple of weeks there. Very good friends live there. And it's very special, I would totally agree. And people are very connected to the area they live in Berlin. It's like, it's a huge city built of many smaller cities, kind of. And I like that. Sorry. But I think Barcelona is a beautiful city as well, right? And it's very close to the coast, right? Let me think. Isn't it exactly at the coast? I'm not sure right now. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you. I got confused. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Even like city beaches, right? So you don't have to leave the city to go to a beach. Yeah, oh, that's great. I would love that. Sure. I see. But I think it's such a beautiful thing to have, yeah, to live by the ocean. But of course, as well, like the saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. I think, from my perspective, I guess Barcelona is a dream city. If you live in Barcelona, you might have a different view. I hate big cities. I prefer to live in a small village as I do to be able to go for a walk to nature. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I enjoy big cities too, but I would not want to live in a big city. So it's great for a short while, and like this small town here, nature is pretty close. You still have to take, let's say, a bike, but there are a lot of forests very close, and yet it's big enough. Let's say, for example, if you want to go out at midnight to have a coffee in the city, you can do that. I lived in the city center of this small town here, and I always enjoyed that I can have a walk at night, go to a bar and have a coffee, And if I want to have a walk in nature, I can do this too. Yeah, it's not really a beautiful city, but it has some advantages, I'd say. No, it's definitely not beautiful. At least not the city itself. But it works for me. Yeah, I can imagine. Barcelona is pretty stressful. And I guess especially during the time when tourists yeah, I guess you have millions of tourists every year, right? But in a way, it would be better to have more life quality than a beautiful city. Yeah, totally agreed. I could not agree more. And, the older I get, the more I think, or the less I need what a city provides. As I said, there was a time where I really enjoyed it to live close to the city center and just have a 15-minute walk to have a coffee in the city or a beer or whatever it is, or some food at midnight. But the older I get, the less I use it. And I think now I would prefer to live in an area, with other qualities, as you said, with nature and maybe some water close by. That would be beautiful. one day. So for now, I'm actually fine. So the house is nice, where I live in, and it's close enough to the city, but only a few minutes to reach the next forest. No water though. When I was younger, I felt that I was missing something. But now I feel very lucky to be a countryside citizen. Yes. Yeah. I can relate to this. So I was born in a very small city, and the next big city was, it doesn't matter in what direction, it was 100 kilometers to reach the next bigger city. And in between just nature, forests, and when I was young, I couldn't wait to leave the area. When I got, I was barely 18. I left home, and I think 1 or 2 years later, I left the city or the village I was born. Yeah, and sometimes I even think about going back to this area, because it was really beautiful. Hey, BFX. Nice to see you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, don't worry. Everything is good. That's great to hear. Thank you. Yes, you've seen the start of this one on Tuesday. So it took some twists back and forth. And as you see, it turned into a shaman ape. Or an ape shaman. I don't know what you would prefer. Yeah. Doing shaman things, you know, holding a skull, and I don't know. I want him to hold something in his left hand too. I don't know, maybe. I was thinking about a dream catcher or something. Maybe something more spooky, I don't know. Not sure yet. paint it. Yes. I have the plan to paint it or color it. But I also want to take it to a finished pencil drawing and then do a colored version. I don't know what exactly I will do with it. I don't think I will use, you know, like flat, strong colors, super saturated. I think I will go for desaturated colors. Gomican, hey, how are you doing? You're new in the chat, right? Welcome. Nice to have you. And there's another new follower, so welcome. Enubaria. I don't know if I really pronounce it well. And thank you, Gomican. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Yeah, happy to have you in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Enubarium. Or is it maybe Maria? The other way around, if I read it backwards. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This guy needs a name. Yeah, a name I think is always good. I'm not good with names though. So I leave it up to you to come up with a great name for this one. So again, I think I said it before, but thanks for the following, Gomican and Enubarium. Really appreciate it. So, the challenge now is to find a great name for this guy. I'm really not good with names, so I once had a dog and his name was basically Dog, and I had a male cat too, and his name was Cat. Are you working in a commission art? I do commissions, yes. This is just personal work. So this is not a commission. But yeah, I'm open. I'm open for commission work as well. But to be fair, I have to say I don't do a lot of commissions. Thank you so much, Gomika. I'm happy you like it. I think this beard a little bit too much. I'm actually pretty happy how it turned out so far. Yeah. And yeah, I think I take it to a finished pencil drawing and then we'll do some color work. Because I really want to work out some materials that are in here, you know, like the gap between his shoulder pads and these metal things here are actually leaves. And I wonder if anyone will find out what his shoulder pads are. It's hard to see, I think, at the moment. How long does it take you to make an illustration like this one? Well, yes, exactly. Oh, the bug. You mean the name or the shoulder pads? But to answer your question, Inobarium, yes, you're right, VFX. Congratulations, you found it out. So the time this takes, I started on Tuesday in the stream. So probably 2 hours in the stream, then yesterday I did maybe another 2 or 3 hours, and today, so I'd say I'm already in for 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, and I think to finish it, for sure, 8. I'm not super fast, I have to admit. And since I'm doing it in the stream, I'm even slower than usual. Because I can tell you, I talk a lot more than I usually do, especially when I draw. Well, it's great you say that, because I really think I'm a pretty slow artist. yeah, maybe for the amount of details that are in here, and you know, there was actually no idea. I started on Tuesday and didn't really know what to draw, so yeah, I think I'm quite happy with it. And I'd say it might even take 10 hours to finish it. All in all, yeah. Sexy Sin Limits. Welcome. Welcome, and thanks for the follow. That's awesome. Okay, so let's switch to the lower area. Maybe the left hand will take me another 8 hours. I don't know. So just in case anyone is interested, I just talked about it. I did set up a new Discord server just 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Because some asked for it. So there's a new server, I set it up, and I have to bring it to life. And it's more or less all about art, and whoever wants to is welcome to join the server and I set up a couple of channels where you can post your own stuff or have discussions. So if you wish, feel free to join the server, and I would be happy to get a couple of like-minded guys in there. And there's a link in the info section here on Twitch, which takes you directly to there. So no pressure, of course, but if you wish. And I hope I get some good people together, you know, who are interested in art or have discussions about art or whatever it is, comics, illustration, or concept art, music. I hope that you don't bother. By the way, all those people who recently followed were my friends. Oh, well, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you so much for inviting them, and thank you guys for following me. That's really cool. So it's a whole group from Barcelona, right? No, I don't bother. I'm actually very happy to meet your friends. Hmm. You're all very welcome. We're a small art community. Your work is very nice. Thank you. I believe art is a great thing. It's actually a big thing in Barcelona, right? To be honest, I haven't been there yet, but I know there are lots of awesome museums and ateliers in Barcelona. It is, yes. I always wanted to go, but couldn't make it yet. I've been in Madrid, which is a beautiful city too, but I think it's by far not as, well, artsy as Barcelona, I guess. I'm about to name him George, but I want something better. Yeah, come on, we can do better. I mean, George is a beautiful name, of course. But he's a shaman ape. So we can call him George for now. Ryan. Yeah, I like Ryan. Chalimba. Hey, welcome. And thanks for the follow. Nice to have you. Something happened, but to be honest, I can't read it. Hey, Chalimba. How are you doing? And thank you for following. Oh, I've reached my follower goal. That's awesome. That's great. Thank you. So you guys made this stream very special. That's cool. Thank you. Well, thanks to you. Yeah, that's really great. I didn't expect that. But that's beautiful. So I should actually do something special to celebrate it. All the spaceships. Thank you so much. I tend to say thank you so much, sexy, because it's short. I say in limits. Is that okay? However, thank you so much. Happy you like it. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. It's a book I'm working on, but the special thing about it is that there's no script. It's a comic book without a script. So I started it a few weeks ago, and through the first page, without knowing where the story might lead to. And my goal was, because I'm limited in time, to draw one page every week in a time frame of one day, like 20 hours or whatever. And then do one page each week, and decide spontaneously how to or where to take the story. You know, so sometimes I can't talk and draw. So this is I think it's page 2. I just re-inked the page, added some shadows, and I'm now at page 5. So I just started a couple of weeks ago. And as you see, it started like, you know, as a sci-fi story. But I don't know, it might, there might be a twist in the story, I don't know, next week or the week after, and it turns into a sci-fi horror story, or I don't know yet. That's the exciting thing about it. But it felt like a cool experiment to draw a comic without a plan. So, may I ask you, is there anyone drawing as well right now? I mean, not necessarily drawing along, but great. That's awesome. Okay, well, yes, it's late. It's 1:30 a.m. Well, but thank you. It was great to have you here. And really nice to meet you. And me too. Thank you so much. I'm the only one who doesn't draw. I'm a programmer. Well, you are for sure a special artist. So a huge respect. It's something I will probably never understand how that works. So have a good night. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, hope to see you soon. Sick whip. I have to keep it in mind. I'm so bad at names. But I try to get better. So hope to see you next week. Or maybe on Saturday. So I stream on Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes on Saturday. Not always, but I try to make it at least 2 Saturdays per month. So maybe next Saturday. Awesome. Have a great night. And will you do the thing on Monday? No, VFX. That was just for the last Monday, because I was supposed to take the training session. So I will keep it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I hope it works with the training that I take. Yeah, I guess it will. Garmican. Yeah, thank you so much. It was nice to meet you too. And thanks again for joining and for the follow. Have a great night. And I hope to see you in one of the next streams. That will be cool. Yeah. Sleep well. Thank you so much. Good night. And now the music stopped. Let me start something. Good night, Garmican. So Sorry for... Oh, that's a really good point, VFX. Yes, for weeks I want to work on a playlist. Okay, I promise. Next week I will have a new playlist. And maybe a couple of these will be there too, because some songs of this playlist I really like, but I will find some new stuff, but something chilling. Yeah, promised. Well, yeah, that's a good idea too. Okay, that's a good alternative. Anyway, whatever it will be, a new one or a bigger one, next Tuesday. So I will probably spend the weekend drawing and listening to lots of music and mark them for my playlist. It's a good job for the weekend. The crazy thing is, all these songs, and I think there are, I don't know, 50 or something, they were all composed by the same guy. So I actually did a pretty poor job finding music. So I found this guy and I really liked his work. And I marked all his songs and did add them to my playlist. So I have to find more artists. His name is he's called Silver Maple. Yeah. And I really like his music. No, I don't think, he's not, well, how would you call it? It might be that he's just composing music for this specific platform. It's a platform where you actually pay to use the music in streams or for whatever project, you can use it for whatever you want. But I have to pay an amount of money each month, and I can use all the music they provide, like royalty free, for stream or video projects or whatever it is. But it's really, really difficult to find good music that is royalty free. So I thought it was a great idea to use this platform. And they have lots of categories like, hip hop and rock and metal and film music, or cinematic music. It's a huge library, actually. But I really don't know. Maybe this guy... Oh, okay. So you find his music not only on Epidemic Sound, that's the name of the platform. You will find him as well on Last FM, which is an online radio platform, kind of. And he has an Instagram too, called Silver Maple Music. So if you want to check it out. Ah, great. You found him. So it's not the music I listen to every day and the whole day, but I really like to listen to this guy when I stream. But I'm pretty sure I will find lots of other great stuff. Okay, so I think I will keep going for, well, another few minutes. But it's almost 2 a.m. And I have to get up early tomorrow, unfortunately. And this week, I didn't sleep a lot. Well, early to me is like 7 in the morning, which is in 5 hours. Yeah, I go to sleep pretty soon. So the training session I took this week as well started at 10 o'clock, and we were done by 2 a.m. So most things I'm interested in seem to happen at night or very late. But I still like to get up early. Probably my age. I don't know. And this week I had my first proper Unreal Engine training session, which was great, to be honest. So I knew Unreal before and I did some work with it, but it was Unreal Engine 4, and now it's Unreal Engine 5. And it seems they got so much more powerful. Really amazing. This training is something that will last all year. No. You mean like every week for the whole year? No. So it was an offer from a friend of mine, which I know for several years now, for 10 years, I think. And he's a professional 3D artist. He worked in games and as well and since a couple of years he works for movie and TV productions. And he did some really amazing stuff. He worked on Game of Thrones productions. He worked on one Star Wars series, I think last year or the year before. And he just offered me to give me some training in Unreal. And of course I agreed. Yes, it's private. Right. 1-to-1. Exactly. No, it's well, there's another guy, another friend of him who might join here and there. He's a programmer. But it will be a 1-to-1 session, yeah. Exactly, that's an awesome opportunity. And he's a really great guy. super nice, super friendly, and a very good instructor. I met him, yeah, I think it's almost 10 years ago, or 11 years even, when I visited the Games Academy in Berlin, and he was an instructor there, teaching 3D Studio Max, I think, and Maya. And at that time, he was a 3D artist in games. So most of the instructors actually worked in the industry, and he worked at games. I'm not sure if anyone knows this, the game Gothic. I don't know if you are in games, or if anyone here likes games. Gothic, yeah, and he was, yes, you're right, there's a remake coming. And he was one of the original team that worked on Gothic 1, 2, 3. Actually, a very small team. And the company, their office was actually pretty close, just half an hour from my place. And I think Gothic 4 was produced by another company. You know, they bought the license, I guess. And yeah, now they decided to do a remake. And he worked on this remake too, but only for a short time, for 2 months or so. And then he was offered to work on Game of Thrones again. And I think that was probably more exciting. So he took the job. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. Okay, so now I spent 10 minutes on these lines here, and it's 2 in the morning. So I think I will finish here, I guess. Yeah, so maybe on Saturday I will keep going with this one. And hopefully finish it. So maybe another 3 hours. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. And especially for helping me to reach this goal. To reach this goal. That was really awesome. So I hope you enjoyed it and found it relaxing and somewhat interesting. I really did enjoy it. So thank you so much. Yeah, it was my pleasure, as always. Good night, VFX. Good night, everyone. And I hope to see you in the next stream or in any of the next streams. Thank you so much for joining. Good night. And good night to Barcelona too. See you next week, VFX. Great. Bye.